Well, hello, my friends. I want you to think about Christmas time a moment. I want you to think about lists that are made. We ask our kids, what do you want for Christmas? Or maybe our spouse, what do you want for Christmas? And sometimes we make a list. Sometimes we get what's on the list, sometimes we don't. But those lists are important. Well, God, in our reading today in 1 Kings chapters number 3 and 4, God appeared to Solomon in a dream. And he said, what do you want? I'll give you anything you want. And Solomon, instead of choosing riches and honor, he chose wisdom. He said, beginning in verse 9, we also find out what wisdom really is. It says, give your servant, therefore, an understanding mind to govern your people, that I may discern between good and evil. So that's what wisdom is. It's an understanding mind and a discernment of good and evil. And it pleased the Lord, goes on in verse number 10. And God not only gave him that, but in verse 13, he says, I give you also what you have not asked, both riches and honor. And then I like what it says in verse 14. It says, if you walk in my statutes, I will lengthen your days. I think all of us want to have a longer life. But God gave him what he desired. In James chapter 1, verse 5, it says, if any of you lack wisdom, you can ask of God, and he will give it to you liberally, but you must, in verse number 6, you must ask in faith. I want to say, my friends, I believe today that God is also asking us, what do you want? What do you need? And I want to challenge you, instead of asking for riches and honor, let's be like Solomon. Let's ask for wisdom. We need the wisdom of God, the understanding of God, the discernment from God, not just a natural, as we grow older and our hair gets grayer, we are supposed to become more mature and to learn the things between right and wrong. We're supposed to. Not everybody does, obviously, but we're not talking just a natural wisdom of man that as we grow older we receive, but we're talking about a wisdom from God, a wisdom that gives us an understanding of what he desires, understanding of how he wants us to live, and a discernment between good and evil. So I encourage you today, when you go to prayer next time, or from now on, when you go to prayer, don't just ask God for healing and for financial blessings and for helping. I mean, those things are important, but let's put wisdom at the top of the list. God, give us that understanding and that discernment that comes from you. God bless you. I hope you have a wonderful day. We'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.